Okay, so this is a market recap on my calls, I guess, for last week. So BNTC. BNTC was one of those no calls. It was one of those monitor, so not really anything going on here. But, you know, depending on where you bought, like if you bought down here, you could have been up 34%, so that could have been pretty cool. Twitter, this one I did call, and let's see, for 8.36, but I think I officially have it at 5, yeah, so I have this one at 5.84% from when I tracked it, and PFE is at as far as my tracking goes, it is at let me see what cycle I'm on. Let's do this one. I have mine at 6.75. So if you bought on this day, let's say on the bottom of the end, and sold 50%, that's 6.89. So I have mine at 6.75. And then I have GSET. GSET, let's say at the end of the day here, and I think I had mine for GSET at 5.39, so I was around here or during this day or something like that. So that's when I made the decision to sell around the 5.39%. And then we have Sprint. Sprint's another good one. As far as my documentation goes, I have 5.15, so probably around somewhere like here. Yeah. So 5.15 on Sprint. And AMD, HK, and OZM were all no calls. I have a list here right there. So I track all of these throughout the week for when I plus the buy and then place a sell. I track what percent gain or loss that I usually do. So Sprint, AMD, HK, and OZM were on the watch list as far as stochastic rebounding and whatnot. So let's do no, not that one. So this one is going to be on watch for next week, but I'll do a watch list video here later tonight. But this one, just on watch, it hasn't retraced back to where I want it to, but this one's going to continue to be on watch. HK, still a no call on this one. So on Friday we did reach a pretty good level. I'm going to go ahead and put an arrow here depending on the condition of that candle on Tuesday. So this one could be pretty good. And you know, it seems like you can't really make a lot of money on this one, but you know, that's still 4% up until the resistance line for a potential of this resistance right here. So if we were to draw a little line here, let's say you bought it on open, so that's 9% if you scaled out on the resistance. So AOBC, this one was my low call, the one that didn't pan out. So this one I did end up putting a buy signal here, and let's say you bought at the end of the day, and I just simply calculated, the way I did it was 2.3% from when I personally did my buy and sell. And RAD, RAD, in a perfect world, you'd have it right here for an 8.48, and I missed it. But on the way back up, you know, so I did manage to track for roughly 7% while scaling out 50% on the way up. So that came about 7% for me as far as my buy and sell ratio. And then BBRY, this was another no call situation. I'll talk about this one on the watch list because this is going to be making it on the next one because we have a big engulfing candle with not crazy high relative volume, but it is pretty big considering the recent averages. So this one's probably going to pan out to be very good. And that's the average, the average gain in terms of percentages is just 5.45% for this week. So this is all for my own documentation. This isn't really a video for anyone. This is just for me. So that's that.